Hey, I'm Kev. Welcome back to MotoGP 19 as we head to the 6th round of the season. The Gran Premio d'Italia, Oakley. So in practice, it's Connect at the top with a 201.3 for Max Racing, Ed Ramirez, Antonelli, and Della Porto Miros, and Mazzi rounds out the top 5 as Suzuki, Mino, Vanetti, McPhee, Rodrigo, Arenas, Foggia, Booth Amos. What the hell is he doing up there? And Alonso Lopez. So that's your top 14 in this session. As you scroll further down, we see Kev Stone near the bottom of 203.2 set on the final lap of the session on worn softs and worn medium rears. So there's definitely some pace to potential, shall we say, to get a 202 in qualifying. But even then, that's probably not that good. As from the combined 3 practice sessions then, let's see who's making it through to qualifying 2. And let's see if Booth Amos is part of the party. He's not. Binder sneaks through, Kornfelder as well. Booth Amos in 17th. But remember, Foggia, Arenas, Booth Amos and Fernandez are the 4 that miss out. Foggia, that VR46 machine, same for Vanetti as well. For up the home crowds, Fenati down in 21st, Sasaki 22nd. And Stone in last. There's less than 2 seconds cover the field, at least in practice and qualifying. The gaps seem quite realistic. Only in the races does it really kind of peter out and spread out like other classes, which is just not that realistic. As here are your 16, is it? 18? I don't know how to count. 16, isn't it? Who are vying for 4 places to make it through the qualifying 2. Can Kev Stone be among them? So here goes the Andorran for 2 flying laps around this Mugello circuit. 202.1. He's got to find a second somewhere to make it through the qualifying 2. To brake heavily into the first corner. All the way down the first. Get immediately on that throttle. Accelerate out of it. Then flow through the chicanes. Through the left and right. Must have that rear planted on this opening lap. 3 tenths down already. Not a promising start. It's just going to get worse in not this sector, but the 3rd sector. Particularly loses time. That's nice and early on the power through there. It's all flat out through there as well. Seven tenths down though. Isn't finding that second at the moment. It's now downhill, incredibly difficult braking zone. Lots of rear brake deployed there. With a wide entrance into the fast chicane. This is the second back. Didn't carry his speed well through the last corner. They're towards the line. Second back. It's not going to happen, is it? The second and final attempt. Made a Horlicks off that right-hander. Cost him at least a 10th. Oh, and 2 were tight into that right. Scrappy. And whoa, wide in the left. Oh, and riding the... What is going on? Chasing the bike through corners. You can't gain that time by doing that. You just lose it. He's lost 4/10 to his own personal best. Wide everywhere. That's nice and tight though for that right-hander. For that through the chicane, 1.4 back, still 4/10 down on his own personal best. Needs to chuck the bike more at the final corner. Shall we do a third and final attempt? Not even to the 202s, 203.4. Because he just whacked every curb out there that he needed to upset the bike. And really aggressive on the bike there. That might be it. Let's see the time lost. He's up. How's he up? How is he up at his personal best? Don't understand it. Oh, that's how you hook up a right-hander. Not how you hook up a left, though. Bit too wide. Oh, a bit too tight. He's lost time. Still 7/10 down, apparently. Oh, now it's been pushed wide. What is this? Who's this? Cretin. Remember your livery. As it's Fernandez who makes it through at the top ahead of Foggia. Lopez Fernati on home turn, finding the pace to go through by 5 thousandths a second ahead of Arenas. Beef Amos in 7th, just missing out. Same for Sasaki in 9th. Stone in 14th on the back row. Shocking qualifying. Can he find some race pace? And before we go into the race, I thought I'd just show the setup, because this is the set we've got for Mugello, and we've been using the same suspension. We've just changed the gearing for Mugello. So suspension, as you can see, kind of stiffer than we usually like to run it. Same for the fork as well, making the bike a bit more stable, or a bit more responsive, should I say. It's the same for this bike. You got oversteers and necessary to lower the rear ride height. So we've got it to be quite oversteery, the bike. It doesn't feel like it, but you definitely do. And then the single shock absorber again, trying to make the bike a bit more responsive. And then at the spring hardness scale, we've got those even. And now this is where it gets a bit tough to go over the curves, because you've got this spring so tough. Maybe we've got to soften this in future, this spring hardness, because it's not doing our riders any favours. And then I never know what to do with steering adjustments. Steering head inclination and trail both at 7. As you can see, makes the bike a bit more stable, less responsive. I'm not sure if I should lower this. I have no idea what to do with steering adjustment. Now here's the interesting thing, the gear ratio. As you can see, we've got very short gearing at the bottom end, a bit longer at the top end, and kind of medium for final ratio. Think of maybe lowering this for the race. Or should we keep it like this, or is it already low enough as it is? Let me know for certain circuits as well how to adjust this, but I thought it was a nice pattern as well, having it like that. And then we've got, of course, the most powerful brakes. I don't think that changes for anything. You always want the most powerful brakes. You can always ride around, perhaps having a brake that's a bit more powerful, but prone to locking up, but you can just ease off the brakes. rather than the other way round, where if you don't have a strong enough brake, there's nothing you can do even if you hold it the hardest. It's not going to stop you like a powerful brake. And then, yeah, nothing. Nothing for ECU like it always is. So that's the setup. Let me know if there's some changes I really need to do to the bike, because, as I said, around Mugello, it is tough to ride. Very tough to ride. So let's look at the grid then, as lots of medium hards, hard from Rodrigo. Argentinian gone very conservative. Lots of medium as well. Hard medium from Suzuki. Hard from Foggia and Fernandez as well. Hard from Mugello. So the lower down we go to the grid, we see more hard tyres popping up everywhere. Sasaki's gone for hard. We're the outlier. We've gone for soft medium. Oh dear. Oh dear, oh dear. So revving up then at the start as it get underway. Look at that for a launch. Bye everyone. We're getting a whole shot here. At least maybe into the points positions. Or not. Braked very wide. So behind the VR46 crew, but up to 17th. If they do try and get into the final points playing position ahead of the Estrella Galicia, we have Edo Lopez. A sweet point as you're taking it down the inside. Ramirez as well early on. Trying to take advantage of our soft tyres as well. Or softer compound tyres compared to everyone. Someone trying to make the move on the outside, but we're not letting that. Get out of it, Lopez. Let's go up uphill. Oh, hello, Ramirez. Fancy a bit of your toe. Don't fancy out braking you though, it looks like. You fancy just running wide. It's got a 10 lapper here as well, so one less lap to worry about. We do have tyres to worry about, it seems like. So a bit wide, bit out of rhythm. Had to lift, shocking run through the chicane. Shut the bike at the final corner. Well, that you by, or just nick your slipstream, mate? Ah, you thought you got us. It's Antonelli leads ahead of Delaporte, Masia, Binder, and Canet. Boo Famous rounding out the top 10. How drunk is this Grand Prix? So we're trying to cover the inside. Oh, Lopez down, we heard that. Might have ran wide, the Spaniard. So he try and chase down his fellow countryman Ramirez. On a mission early on. Well, we're already over a second behind, I think. Yeah, 1.3 back. Running wide through the chicane won't have to help us. As Rossi ahead of Cornfield. Got Sasaki ahead of Onchu. It's going to be a rear gunner position just like we had in the Mon last time out. But I get the feeling it's going to be a bit more uncomfortable here with such a deficit pace-wise. They've turned Mugello from one of the easiest, probably the easiest circuit to probably the hardest. Just pace-wise, just gone from one extreme to the other. Round it. Svenati ahead of Rossi. Battle the Italians. And not the Rossi you're thinking of. Score gone very wide for the right. Can't let the bike get away with that. So go over curbing, that's better. 2.6. Wave goodbye. God, we love that final corner though. Just chuck the bike at it, chuck it. And it grips. It's got amazing grip in the final corner. I don't know why, how. As we're 3 seconds off the pace, Anthony leads to the Della Porta, Mazia. Italian 1-2. Suppose we're not hearing the chainsaws in the crowd going mental. As we love that first corner as well. From like 100 metres, just get it down. And then trust your bike will stop. Absolute madness. As whoa, bike, where you going? As Kornfeld battling with the youngster, the teenager. The VR46 machine, he's got a whole crowd behind him. Not sure Kornfeld can hold that many people back. So he lost 6/10 in that sector. Poor mistake. Didn't help. Getting better in that chicane. That used to be quite weak, that chicane, but now it's this corner. Oh god. Trying to get the bike through there in one piece is a struggle. So it is through the far chicane if you clatter the curb in like that. Kornfeld well on the outside. Trying to get the run though, trying to get the slipstream. It's not over yet. Oh, it's not over yet. I'm ducking in, I'm getting the toe. Yes, Jakob. Down the inside as Lopez battling with Perez for last. It's all Stone down the inside. Aggressive. But he needs to be if he's going to hold this final point. It's going to feel like a victory if Stone gets 15th. It's goodbye everyone in front. Officially. 5 seconds back now. So I just carrying too much speed in that left. That is a weakness. Big weakness on this circuit. Because it upsets the run all the way down into this braking zone for this corner as well. God, the camber just sucks you away from that apex. It's like, no, I'm too close. Oh, hang on, I forget. I'm at an angle here. Don't know why I'm whining so much. Consistent 6/10 loss there though. He's got battle the checks behind. Kornfeld. Given the hard, cold shoulder by Stone. Calling in back up. It's got downhill. So once again the bike. Want to go back to France. Not sure why. Didn't do that well around there. That should be easy for that every lap. Don't know why we're messing it up so much. It's all very wide. Very deep on the brakes in case someone wanted a lunge. We hold on as the queue forms behind. McPhee to the top 10 ahead of his fellow Brit. Lopez ahead of Onshu. So 4.6. Goal in Rookie Cup, this is pace. No Moto 3 though. Bike under steering wire, the tyres have seen the rest of themselves. Got to be a bit careful in the braking for all of these corners. Be careful over the curbs as well. That's Salak ahead of Vetti. Or not. still horrible into that right. Picking the bike up early is fine, but picking it up going right is what we need to be doing, not going left. Absolutely kills the momentum of this middle sector right at the beginning. As we've got a second gap behind though. Breathing space. Luxury going on. And then you do a horrible chicane like that. Good job. So, where's the bike going? Again. I'm not sure what's going on in that right-hander. Little check in the middle of that corner just to check them out. Back them up here. Behind. It's their portrait now of these ahead of Antonelli into the second half of this race. Then Mazia, Canet, Mino. 3 Italians in the top 5. Then Binder, Rodrigo, Arbolona, another Italian in top 10. Suzuki and McPhee. 204.2. We did 203s. That was our race pace in practice. Once again deceiving us. As well, where you going, bike? Luckily they're battling behind. Man, missing so many heavy braking zones now. Tyre's seen the best of them. Tyre's best day is way behind them. Got to back it up a bit in the heavy braking zones. Or medium braking zones. Or right hand kinks. Now the Japanese rider come into play. Alright. Rossi and Vanetti battling hard. Cornfield back up the 16th. He wants another bite at Stone, does he? Stone's got his chompers in. He doesn't care. Going for him. There we go, that's how you take that chicane. Braking a bit earlier into this right. Well, we've hit the apex for once. It was miserably slow, but hit the apex. .5 seconds of cap in front. I guess Stone doesn't care as long as he's holding 15th as a top 10 on line of Stone. They've already gone across the line, already in towards the first corner. Suzuki of Arbolona. They've gone to the 7th lap, 4 laps to go to click on 4 point. There you go, brakes a bit earlier. Maybe toying with them, Stone, just inviting that inside line. No one's bitten though. Apart from Cornfield earlier. And to be fair, he tried to hold the outside line, it didn't quite work. So once again, needs to lean, then pick up the bike, not the other way around. Because ENC's going miserably wide at the moment. Qualifying lap, Stone, that's what we expect from you. So hello rear tyre. Didn't like that. Might not have nipped like it, but the rear was trying to let go there. And once again, we've got the check trims behind. So once again, just granny pace. Got a half-second gap behind. Seems like they catch us at the worst points. So Stone can just hold on if he just nails this final corner. Because they're not making a move anywhere else. Unless he makes a mistake. At least it's consistent 204 pace, like mid to low 204s. It's just poor pace. Unfortunately. We've still got a Gora. There we go, that's a bit better. Just a little bit of throttle to move the bike forward, then get leaned into the next corner. So we're learning how to ride a Moto3 bike. It's taken a while. So guys, that's the best run through the second sector, I feel like, so far this race. There's no. No! Stone, you idiot! Now here comes everyone. He's got to go wide. There's Sanak in front, but look at 50! No! Once again, hitting a curb, just undid him. There we go, Slipstream City. Bernardi and Garcia battling hard. Fernandez as well. Come on, give us double Slipstream. No! Just not happening. We tried. As I said, for some reason I've just gone to 2 extremes with Mugello. It's strange. Yeah, they still haven't fixed Austin, which is a bit softer, and Assen is a bit softer. But man, we tried this race. 3.4 back. Getting flashbacks to Argentina now. The bike, like the tyres aren't even awful as well. Like, yeah, we're a touch slower, but didn't quite have the grip in the braking zones. But overall, the bike still feels the same as it did on that one. Just slightly less grip, maybe. As we go on to the final lap, Suzuki on a charge late in this race. Up to 7th ahead of Rodrigo. And he on the final lap of a trier. .7 back. He's actually faster than the bikes right at the bottom of the field. That's encouraging in the race, at least. Like, he has found something here. Pace-wise. We'll get away with it on this occasion. There we go. Why didn't you do that all race along? Sliding the bike into the braking zone. We like this. God, now he's riding the best he ever has by himself. With Stone. This entire race. Covered a bit of curb in there. And I said, the bike's just too stiff maybe. Or a style that invites that. Maybe it'd be better on the MotoGP bikes. Never know. As Della Portia wins on home turf for Leopard. He gets himself up in the championship battle as well. Not sure if he leads it, but he'll definitely be right up there. And look at Suzuki getting past Binder on the run to the line. Alright, boy, calm down. It's the final frigging corner. You haven't got far to go. Oh, that could have been a fantastic point. Why are you fisting? As it was an Italian 1-2 on home to for Antonelli in second. Mazzio rounds out the podium ahead of Canet. Mino is just a second back in fifth. God, how close to a podium has he been in this season on a couple of occasions? Binder actually held on to sit ahead of Suzuki. False information. In the race, Rodrigo ahead of Arbolino and McPhee just. We've got Ramirez, Foggia, Booth, Amos with legitimate points. What is going on here? And Tuber in 14th. Then the gaggle. Headed by the Japanese rider. Well done ahead of Rossi. Oh, Sadak so close to his first point. In Moto 3, Fernandez, Kornfeld. Let's see how far back this goes. Does it go all the way back? I don't quite go. Actually, it does go all the way back to Perez and Onshu. And there's Stone. Toe 4.2. He did not have the pace this race to match anyone. He's almost 3 seconds off the pace. As in the Riders' Championship, it is Canet by 9 points ahead of Della Porta. The gap closes with Antonelli in third. Mazia 37 points back. Does not feel like that. Same for Mino as well, 54 points back after 6 races. I guess he has been a bit up and down. Then you got Suzuki a further 6 points back. Ramirez, Tuber, Rodrigo, McPhee into the top 10. Binder up 3 places. Stone outside the top 10 now, which is just a single point behind his teammate. As it really is close in that battle for the top 10. We've got Garcia down a position. Fogger up to 16th ahead of his teammate. Did not expect to say those words. The Japanese right up to 19th has 25 rider scores points. Sanak now best of non-point scorers. But in the team's championship, it's Leopard and Simitrone Racing leveled together at the top. As we've got Snikers up to 7th ahead of Honda Team Asia, VR46 into the top 10 of the Stregalitz. We didn't expect those two heavyweights to be battling for a top 10. Just disappointment. That's what we can say. Just a disappointing weekend. Didn't even get all of the development either. As next time then, as we wait for the music to change, let's improve the frame. And then next time, we head to Spain with a Rossi victory again in front of home turf. Oh my god, they'll be partying all week long in Italy. Head of Rins and Marcus. While Moto 2, Shirota prevailed. Has Della Porta ahead for Kev, a good rider, but at times he drops his pace like he did today. He needs to find more consistency. We were consistent, we're just slow. God's sake, Della Porta. It's like you didn't even notice we were in the race. As next up is our second visit to Spain, round the Circuit de Barcelona Catalunya, effectively a home race for Stone as well. Can he return to the points next time? South watching.
We'll find out then.